Alright, Shalom, and praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yoshua, Hashem, Rakakadash, the one to the apostles. Salute to you, brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. This video, I'm on the brother's channel, GMS Strong in Faith, but GMS Strong in Faith. He's got another channel because, as you know, YouTube's been flagging brothers and shit like that, man. But pretty much this is a read to this video. Today, the Prime Minister Boris Johnson was talking about the stuff that's going on in England, regarding the testing and the shots and stuff like that. I'm gonna play some of this, and then pretty much they're still talking about the army getting people tested out here, and they're also talking about he mentioned in his live speech, and there was some stuff come out regarding these passes that you can get. So if you're tested and you ain't got the COVID or whatever, you've got a freedom pass, and we know that's really the mark of the beast is, it's just it's a fucking troll. So you think that, I got this pass, so I'll get the mark of the beast, I'm going to be free. No. You're going to be a slave, man. Right? Which the scriptures talks about the slaves and the souls of men. But what I want to do is I want to play some of the brothers' video, and then I'll bring out a few scriptures.
For Christmas, and indeed back from home to university. But there is another way of using these rapid tests. That is to follow the example of Liverpool, where in the last 2.5 weeks, over 200,000 people have taken part in a community testing, contributing to a very substantial fall in infections. So together with NHS Test and Trace and our fantastic armed forces, we will now launch a major community testing program.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say all praise, honor, and glory be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the rule well. Blessings to the hopeful elect, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And you just heard it out of the Prime Minister's mouth over here in the UK. The UK armed forces are going to be mobilized and used to start rapidly testing people. But what I wanted to do, now this is live, I'm actually recording this live, but I've rewinded it back a little bit because there was something that triggered me off that I want you Archeum, and you few sisters to hear. Pretty much we're in the time of the end, man, and these draconian measures are being pushed very, very rapidly. And there's all this talk about rapid testing and all these key words that they use: rapid testing and armed forces. And I mean, why would you need the armed forces to rapidly test the regular civilians within the United Kingdom? All right, and this is quite alarming. All right, this is something that we should all be looking out for, watching for, and reporting on, because we're in the time of the end, man. The sword is being sharpened. All right, but listen to what the Prime Minister says after this. Check this out.
Offering all local authorities in Tier 3 areas in England a 6-week surge of testing. The system is untried, and there are, of course, many unknowns. But if it works, we should be able to offer those who test negative the prospect of fewer restrictions. For example, meeting up in certain places with others who have also tested negative.
Woo! There you go, man. And that's how they're, slowly massaging this into society and into acceptance with the mass population. They're telling you that you're going to be able to, have some sense of normality if you've been tested.
Yeah, you can watch the rest of the brother's video. I just wanted to play that pass. But one thing I want to touch on is that this mark of the beast thing is going to make you a slave, man. Let's hit a scripture here. Matter of fact, I mean, it's a good scripture, but it's not really on the point. I was just struggling to get something in Job. What I want to do, well, Job 20 and 19, because he have oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he buildeth not. And you people think you got rights. If you're all finding out, or you all found out, you ain't got rights, man. You ain't got no rights. And even the elites really look at it like we've given you privileges. They would give you certain type of privileges in the society, and you used it for folly on social media, which they're hypocrites because they're the ones who created all of that, and this is their world. Folly is their system. Folly is, the scripture says, folly is set in great dignity. If they never, if they weren't pushing that, then we wouldn't be on the mainstream media. You can't have a kingdom. You push a kingdom of folly, and then, well, I'm into, I'm serious. It doesn't make no sense. But Esau Edom has definitely have oppressed and forsaken the poor, which that's mainly you tribes, because you tribes, man. Look what's going on in Venezuela and all of these types of places, and just where you tribes are at, and spiritually, mentally, and the things that have happened. This was all by design to keep you tribes where you're at, and and this is why we curse you tribes out. Or what are you getting on the black woman? Or what are you getting on this person? Well, we're getting on these people because the scripture tells us to, man. Reprove, rebuke. And there's many scriptures on that, man. Let me get a quick one, and then I'm going to go to the point I was going to make. But I'm just meditating on a few things here. I'm going to get this one, actually. Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. So, that's one of the main things that we've been doing, is teaching the word, which puts the breath, which puts the skin and the clothes on the elect. And all you tribes, it's not just black people, man, so-called, which were not black. That's ridiculous, man. Someone's hair might be black, but their skin is brown. You know what I'm saying? Black people and all this crap. But we're talking about all you tribes, you Native Americans, you Puerto Ricanos, man, Mexicanos, the Brazilians, Colombianos, all these, man. Dominicanos, all these. So basically, you're the Israelites, and we're showing you your transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. And so much of you have merged yourself to this system to the point where you're going to be destroyed. The Lord's really looking for an elect, because you've got Israel of the Most High. You got Israel that is just wicked, which we all went off, but then you got Israel of the Most High. Let me get bear with me, man. Romans 11:7, and I want to actually find where it says the Israel of the Most High. I'd have to type it in. I can't remember who it is right now. Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it. And so you don't know what's going on. Like you're into these different. I'm a Muslim and I believe in God, and you don't know what's going on. When Yahweh returns, a so-called black man is coming out the skies, bro. The Muslims, Islam is not teaching you that. They're not teaching you that you're an Israelite. So they're all going off. That is the truth. That's the bottom line, man. Egyptology's not teaching you that. I mean, who the hell knows what they're teaching? They're all over the place. Some of them believe in sex orgies and they're crazy. They're bugged out. Okay, it says, but the election never obtained it and the rest were blinded. And that's the biggest secret of the world. The world, Yahweh Shai is going to come and destroy this world, bro. Facts. Yahweh Shai is going to come in a ship, in a great ship, and he's really getting ready to take this place out. Okay, now Esau Edom knows this. You keep seeing videos and stuff getting put up about this and things that they're doing regarding this Space Force. Why are they doing that, man? Okay. Romans 11:8. According as it is written, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. Alright, so pretty much unto this day they're asleep, and they're going to stay asleep, and a lot of them are going to get the shots and the mark, because you can't say certain things because they're going to block your videos, man. Why they're doing that? Because they're getting exposed. That's why they're doing it. If it was freedom of speech and what you're saying is just words, then why are you blocking the videos? It's just words. Romans 11:9, and David saith, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Yeah. So, when you check it out, man, these individuals that we're talking about here, even these tribes, you're gonna have to get wiped out because, Cardi B's your idols. They're wicked, man. It's folly. If someone can capture your emotions and make you feel good, then you're all into it, no matter how stupid it is. You know what I'm saying? And we've been saying this, man. All these rappers, entertainers, they're demons. They put spells on the rest of it. They're not no leaders, man. Well, they're leaders of the 2/3. Just like a lot of you Israelites that are wicked, man. You're leaders in the 2/3 because you're pushing spells. Alright, let me get what I was gonna get. I kind of went into something else, but it's all through the Spirit. Revelations 18. Which Revelation 18 is talking about America. It's not talking about Rome. That doesn't make no sense, man. But all you people that believe that, like you wacky-tacky Christians, or you wacky Christians groups, you can believe that because you believe the Pope is running. The Pope is, it's first of all, how can the Pope run it when it's like a prime minister to keep the change who the person is. It's not the same person in just sitting in a seat. They change it. It's an office. What the hell are you talking about, man? Anyway, man, this is Revelation 18. I want to get to the point. I'm going to read 8. Therefore her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judge her. And that's why America is always putting those in movies of destruction. Always. It's always put in the movies. Because that's Babylon the Great, which is going to get that great judgment. Which the Lord is judging everybody on the planet. But it's not. America's going to get the greatest judgment, man. Because that is the 8th head that is ready to get burnt. Now let me jump down here. This is talking about Revelation 18 and 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise anymore. And let me jump down here. And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. So, Esau Edom, man, he pretty much, it's like the average Americans are slaves. They don't know it, but American, and I always remember Apostle Carl would say, America's a giant concentration camp, and the apostles always tell you that stuff. I mean, America is nothing but a giant slave camp, man. And just like these other systems over the world, the Rothschilds said, "Give me control over a nation's money, and I care not who makes its laws." So it's pretty simple right there. And slaves and souls of men. And how are they really trying to finalize that? Is with this chip, right? So let me. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. That's a slave. You can't buy or sell. We own your ass. If you didn't get this mark, you can't buy or sell. So it doesn't make sense that it's Christianity or embargo, because everybody can buy and sell. Facts. And then, they keep changing it. One is embargo, but then it's white women. So then they say, well, it's spiritual. How can you, what are you talking about? It says that he causeth all the beast. In 15, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So it's pretty simple, man. He is it can't be Christianity. It can't be if you don't accept his Christianity. You can't buy or sell. Yet, you got nations like the Gooks getting rich off America, and they are not Christians. So that just doesn't make no effing sense. Okay, that does is cut right there. And then, King Solomon had the mark of the beast, because you're trying to act like it's just a philosophy. Well, how can you not buy or sell? But then you said it was embargo. So which one is it? Is it philosophy that was in, or is it that or is it an embargo? Is it something and some kind of philosophic thing you accept that someone can put an embargo on you? Which one is it, bro? You're not making no sense. What? How can if somebody can cause you to not buy or sell, the beast? How did the beast cause King Solomon not to buy and sell? You actually give an example of the beast making you not buy and sell, but then it doesn't make no sense. So now you're jumping in time frames. You're just not making no sense here, man. Anyway, man, I'm gonna close out with that. You got the point, man. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.